All right, let's talk about a car that's more than just a car. It's a legend. We're diving into the Mazda RX-7, a total rebel that did things its own way, and you know what? We absolutely love it for that.
And that quote, man, that just nails it. This isn't about 0 to 60 times you read on a spreadsheet. No, the RX-7 is different. It gets under your skin. It's an experience. It's a relationship, really. And it's all built around this incredible spinning heart. So yeah, let's get into what makes this car so special. Okay, so to really get the RX-7, you can't just think of it as another sports car. It was Mazda basically throwing down the gauntlet, telling the whole world they were going to do things differently. And they did right from day one. Think about it. Back in 1978, when this thing first hit the scene, everyone, and I mean everyone, was doing the same old thing. Pistons going up, pistons going down, but Mazda? Nope. They built their car around this wild spinning triangle. It was completely out there. And that wasn't just some gimmick, it was the car's soul. It put the RX-7 on a totally different track from anything else out there. So, this story unfolds in 3 acts. 3 incredible generations that took the original idea and just kept making it better, each with its own vibe, its own personality. You've got the first one, the SA or FB, which was just pure raw fun. Then came the FC, a bit more grown up, a bit more powerful. And finally, the FD, the icon. Each one was a step up, you know, a refinement of that rotary magic. Let's kick it off with Gen 1. The first gen was all about purity. It wasn't trying to win a drag race with sheer power. Nope. This was about feeling the road. It was super light, had this almost perfect 50-50 weight balance. It just felt right. It was so direct, so honest. It was proof that you don't need 1,000 horsepower to have the time of your life behind the wheel. Then came the second generation, the FC, and this is where things got serious. The car kind of grew up, you know? It got sleeker, more refined, and then they dropped in the turbo. And suddenly, whoa, this thing was fast. We're talking about a car that was no longer just this cool, quirky thing from Japan. It was a legit Porsche hunter, a real contender. And then there was the FD. I mean, just look at it. For so many people, this is the RX-7. That design is just timeless. It could be released today and still look futuristic. But the real magic was underneath. That sequential twin-turbo setup, an absolute work of art. The power was so smooth, so endless. And the handling? It felt like the car was reading your mind. This is the one that became a true, undisputed legend.
But let's be real. We can't go any further without talking about the heart of this beast, that weird, wonderful, and kinda infamous engine.
So how the heck does it work? Okay, so picture a normal engine with pistons going chugga-chugga up and down. Now, throw that idea out the window. The rotary engine has this triangle thing, a rotor, that spins around inside an oval-shaped housing. And as it spins, it does everything: intake, compression, bang, exhaust, all in one smooth, continuous motion. No stopping, no changing direction, just pure spin. And when you put them side by side, it's just, wow. The rotary is so much simpler. Way fewer moving parts. That means it's smoother and it can rev to the moon. A piston engine is like a series of little punches. Bang, bang, bang. The rotary, it's like a constant, smooth jet of power. That's why it feels so different. And, well, we'll get to the sound. And here it is, the payoff. 9,000 RPM. That's what this engine can do. And the sound, oh man, the sound. It's not a deep rumble like a V8. It's a scream. A wild, high-pitched shriek that you will never, ever forget. It's incredible. Okay, but there's always a but, right? Every hero has an Achilles heel. For the rotary engine, it's these little things called apex seals. They're at the very tips of that spinning triangle, and they take an absolute beating from all the heat and pressure. They are the weak spot. And they're the reason these engines have a reputation for being, well, a little high maintenance.
So, knowing all this, what's it actually like to own one of these things now? To live with this beautiful, flawed masterpiece?
I love this quote because it's just perfect. It's exactly like that. It's going to mesmerize you. You'll have the best nights of your life, those perfect drives, the sound, the feeling. But yeah, it's probably going to break your heart and your wallet. It is a full-on, passionate, sometimes painful love affair.
So you're scrolling online, you see one for sale, the price looks tempting. What's the catch? Come on, there's got to be a catch, right?
Yeah, it's one word. Maintenance. You don't buy an RX-7 expecting it to be your reliable daily driver. That's not what this is about. You buy this car with your heart.
knowing you're signing up for a commitment.
And it's a specific kind of commitment. For one, they actually burn oil on purpose. It's part of the design. So you're always checking the oil. They run hot, so your cooling system has to be perfect, and you can't just drop it off at any old garage. You need to find the guy, the specialist, who knows rotaries inside and out. You really got to know what you're getting into.
So if you're actually thinking about buying one, screenshot this. This is your holy grail. Number 1, with a bullet, get a compression test. It is the only way to know the true health of the engine. It's non-negotiable. After that, you want to see a mountain of paperwork, look for upgrades to the cooling system, and definitely check for any smoke when it's idling. Do your homework. Seriously. All right, so we've talked about the potential headaches, the bills, the apex seals. So why? Why are we still so obsessed with this car? What makes the legend stick around?
I think this is the real reason. Think about cars today. They're amazing, but they're full of computers and driver aids that kind of insulate you from the road. The RX-7 is the antidote to that. It's analog, it's raw, it's just you, the machine, and the pavement. It makes you feel something, and that kind of connection, man, that's getting harder and harder to find.
And its place in car culture is just cemented in stone. We've seen it in movies, we've driven it in video games, we've watched it shred tires on the drift track. It's an icon. That high-pitched rotary scream is basically the theme song for a whole generation of car lovers. It's an anthem that just isn't going away.
Which leads us to the big one, the final question. After all this, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the frustrating, should you actually buy one?
Look, here's the bottom line. If you want a logical, sensible sports car, this in it. Just walk away. But if you want a car with a personality, a car that will challenge you and reward you in a way that almost nothing else can, a car that feels like it's a living, breathing thing, then there's absolutely nothing like an RX-7. You don't buy this car with your brain. You buy it with your gut. Because in the end, it's not about the stats. It's about soul.